Hey, how's it going? I'm Sean and this is Devlog 13 for Reaper of the Undead. This week's been pretty quiet, so I've had a lot of time to work on the game. I've made a bunch of noticeable changes, but I've probably made even more changes in the background. First up, I got some feedback that the game was a bit slow to begin with, even for someone who's never played it before. So what I've done to speed things up is basically skip the first 3 stages. When you start a new run, you get to choose 3 upgrades. This is a bit like traditional roguelikes, where you choose the starting attributes. Music is something I've been working on a bit. I didn't like the previous one, so I made another attempt, and this time it's probably too good. It's really atmospheric, but I'm just worried it doesn't suit the art style. I'll shut up for a second and let you listen to it. Alright, so with the new music and a few other additions like the vision radius, which I'll talk about in a sec, it's really starting to feel almost like a horror game. I'm actually tempted to update the art style now, to make it darker themed. Let me know what you think about all this. Should I update the art style, should I try again with the music, or do you think it's fine how it is? So about this vision radius thing, it basically just makes enemies outside the radius invisible. What this does is a few things, some of which are intentional and some are just happy side effects. The main reason I added it was because of the screen's aspect ratio. When I got people to playtest the game, they had this issue where if they were moving vertically, they wouldn't have much time to react to enemies compared to moving horizontally. This was an obvious flaw that completely threw off game balance. My first thought was to introduce borders like you'd find in a game like Nuclear Throne. This looked like crap, so I scrapped it straight away. Then I thought of the vision radius thing. It required a bit of work to implement, but it was so worth it. One of the side effects of this is the atmosphere and tension it creates. It's like you're playing a horror game where everything is dark and you only have a flashlight. It also makes it much easier to get surrounded, and you have less time to react and plan ahead. I really like this addition, but again, it's not exactly complementing the art style very much. I've been doing a ton of game balance this week, and one of the things I've decided to change is how the health works. Previously your health would come back after each stage, but since stages are quite short, there's not much opportunity to be killed, unless you get surrounded. So now health won't regenerate. I'll have to get people to playtest to see if I want to keep this, but I'm pretty confident it's going to stay. Another bit of game balance is when you get to stage 5, the levels open up into more open spaces. This makes it so that enemies don't all get stuck in corridors, and it gives the player more room to move to avoid large groups of enemies. That's basically it for this week, apart from a heap of small fixes and tweaks. I did end up scrapping the survivor enemy, and I've decided to replace it with a spitter enemy. I just haven't added it yet since I don't want to make new sprites if the art style is going to change. Alright, that'll do it for this devlog. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.